And you may have heard the expression that the best way to learn something is to teach it, and it's definitely something that's true. So I'm gonna do it before I complete the level, because it's gonna help me learn the level better, and it's gonna help you completing the level yourself. So yeah. So this first part here is one of the hardest parts in the level. And because it's right at the beginning, it's so easy to just say, whatever, I'm not really gonna bother with practicing it, because I'm gonna play it over and over, and I'm just gonna get better at it, you know, eventually. But if you actually take the time to just try and understand the part and develop a strategy that you try and follow every time, it can really pay off. Like, I've already started to get quite consistent at this by just like taking the time and trying to understand the part. So what I do is I hold down the button, like buffer my input, so I always come in here the same way every time. And so I just wait a split second, tap, wait a split second, hold. And I hold to go up here, and you know, you let go just a tiny bit before you hit the portal, so you hit it right in the middle. And then as soon as you change gravity, and I mean as soon as you do, then you hold down the button, and then you let go somewhere down here. The let go is not that important, because it's just to prevent you from hitting the bottom here, which you sometimes can. And it's not as precise, the let go, like as the initial going up and down here. However, like I haven't played this part today yet, so I was pretty terrible at it right now. But yeah, basically the UFO, you just wait till you're like about in the middle of the UFO portal, and then just do a 1-2 fast, and then like the rest is pretty obvious, the rest of the things going on there. You can just hold here and it does the jumps for you. And then this one you hit, you know, a little bit late, so you fall up here, and then all of these you just hit right away. And then you just 1, 2, 3, 4, hit this, and then about when you're in the middle of this, you know, in the middle of between this platform and this club step monster, you jump twice to get up there. And there's a ceiling that you can hit. And you jump a little late there. Alright, so that's the first part done. And now we get to the difficult part. The first like real difficult part, aside from the very first ship. And then here, this is the hardest part in the level right here. So I can refresh a little bit. Yeah, there. Okay, so I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. You see this, the middle blob here in this cloud. Once your cube is under that, then I jump. And hold on, like this is very technical, because this part is so inconsistent, because you come into the ship differently every time, because it requires you to do this, like jump here and hit this all exactly the same way every time. And you just can't do that, but you can try and stick to one strategy, and I find that's better than just, you know, not having any strategy at all and just like relying on reflexes. Because if you like get very unlucky with this level and play it for longer, then you can actually get some form of consistency on this part. But basically you have to think of it this way. There's 4 variables in this part. It's how you jump here, how you hit this jump ring, when you hold down as the ship, and when you let go as the ship. Once my cube is under this middle blob here, and then I wait until I'm on the right side of this orb and hit it kind of low, like pretty low. I'm gonna show you it. Alright, so the best way I can explain it is once your ship is like kind of lined up where it's in between these 2 spikes here, then I start holding. That's like, I look at the decoration to like try and remember when to start holding, and that's like in between these 2 spikes here in the case of these 2 timings. Alright, and then like I'll just, it's hard to explain when to let go, but yeah, I just let go a little bit before I hit the portal, basically like that. I did it right there. Thank you. So here you want to land on this platform here early, so you can go about in the middle of it to do this part optimally. but it doesn't really allow you to do that every time, because it also depends on when you jump over the spike and when you hit these orbs. But yeah, it's kind of like messy, but if you're a little bit stubborn, you can get through this part if you are a little bit late on the platform anyway. So you just don't worry about it. I just hit these jump rings right away, and if I land early, I go in the middle, and if I land late, I just go right away. And then the thing about this part is, you hit this yellow orb in the middle, and then these three here, you just hit right away, always right away, and then you will get through. That's the secret. Just hit that yellow orb late and the rest of them early, and then early. And that's how you do that. I hope that made sense, because this part made zero sense to me when I first got to it. Down here it's very important that you go right away on these three here, on these three platforms, and then you skip this orb, and then the rest of them you hit also right away. It's very important that you hit them right away, because then you will die later if you don't. Like, and then you hit this one right away and go down right away, because like if you hit some of the jump rings too late, then you will not land up here, even though you hit this right away. And then that ship is very easy. I just let myself fall a little bit, and I go up to the middle of the portal, and then I just reef to go down here and let go somewhere late. I don't know. It's really easy to get that in your muscle memory, I feel like. And then I don't even want to explain this. Just look at what I'm doing. Hit those orbs, and then you wait a little bit when you get down here, and then hit that, a little late, and go early down here, and hit this, a little late, and then you just go right away on the rest of the jump rings and the platform. This ship part here is the last hard part in the level, I feel like, or like really hard part. Of course there is also the ending, but that's just mostly nerve-wracking. So here you want to go higher than you go low. I feel like staying a little bit higher than you think, like so. And then here, a lot of people have trouble with this dip down, but that's not what kills me. It's going up here that kills me always. It can be pretty tricky to fall down here, but basically how I go up here is I just tap it once, and then as soon as I tap it once, like I just hold down the button and I go all the way up. And that sounds simple because of how weird the hitboxes are, but basically you just wanna tap the button and do the hold like a lot earlier than you think. Like that's always what kills me here, is I do that too late because I wanna make sure that I don't hit this top here. But you gotta do that earlier than you think. And then like once I get up here, I let go and do like an extra tap, because this the hitbox sticks out down here, so I want to make sure I go over that. And that's basically my best advice I can give for this part. Like that. I think I did it right. I guess like here, I hit these jump rings, a little bit loosely. Like I don't hit them right away. And these here, I always hit right away, because it's like you gotta hit at least some of the jump rings a little late, or else you will die here. It's very fucking weird, but that's just how it works. But I find if I hit these jump rings late, I die more often. Here comes the hard part, which is not that hard once you get the hang of it. Alright, so I forgot to mention this here. I find that it's much more consistent to starting to go up before you hit the mini portal down there in the straight part before the corridor starts, as you can see on the clip here. And you start by going up there, and then once you hit the mini portal and you can't really go up much further, then you let go and start going up again, and you go all the way up to the middle of the portal. And then like as soon as I change gravity here, I just refund the button. Also I let go a little bit before I hit the portal. And then this last part here is, it's very easy to understand what to do for once. I feel like these ship parts are pretty tricky to know what to do, but here it's very simple to know what to do. Executing it is hard. Basically what you do It should just, as soon as you change gravity, you tap it, and then once you're in the middle of this spike thing, then you tap it one more time, and you repeat that here, and also like tap it once you change gravity here, because sometimes you hit the top. So the hard part is just getting the taps right, because it's very easy to tap too lightly or too hard. Another thing that also helps a little bit is aim for the middle when you're going into the first reverse gravity portal. Like, it makes a lot of sense to me, all the things that I've said. I feel like this level is very like, it's just, you know, ship skill, and explaining how to do the ship is very hard because there's so many different ways you can do it. So I don't know if this helps you or anything, but yeah, good luck with the level, and bye.